Ooh.
All right, so do this. So everybody,
Well,
well,
good morning,
good morning,
everyone. My
everyone.
name's
My name is
Zohair, No
Ohair,
Hair.
no
I
hair.
love
I
it
love it
because that's
because
how you're
that's
gonna
how you're gonna
remember my
remember my
name. The
name.
law
The
of the
law of the
day,
day,
basically, the law
basically,
of
the law of
business, how we're
business, how
gonna
we're
grow
gonna grow
together.
together.
We have
We
to
have
help
to
each
help
other.
each other.
That's number
That's
one.
number one.
It's not
It's
for
not for
me. It's
me.
not
It's
for
not for
you. It's
you.
not for
It's not for
everybody. You
everybody.
wanna
You
take
want to
that
take
out
that
of
out of
from your
from your
vocabulary.
vocabulary.
If you
If
don't
you
know
don't
it,
know it,
you learn
you
it,
learn it,
and that's how
and
we're
that's how
gonna
you're
grow.
gonna grow.
And our
And our
mission in
mission in
here
here
as
as
Law of
law of
Life
life
is to grow
to
a
grow a
business
business
together,
together.
and we're
We're
gonna fill
gonna
up
fill
the
the
whole
whole
stadium.
state,
We start
start
putting
putting
foundation
foundation
on
on
the
the
pedestal right
pedestal
now,
now,
and we're gonna
and we're
fill
gonna
up the
fill
Hard
the
Rock
Hard Rock
Stadium.
Stadium.
And
And
without the
without the
team, we're
team,
not gonna have anybody. Well, Daisy, welcome Daisy to the show.
show.
Daisy
Daisy
is
is
one of
one
our
of our
connectors
connectors
through
through
our
our
network and
network and
Alpha
Alpha
Connector.
Connector
And
and
Alpha
Alpha
Connectors,
Connectors,
and
and
she got
he got
invited
invited
by
by
Alpha
Alpha
Connectors to
Connectors to
our
our
shows.
shows.
Basically,
Basically,
that's
that's
another
another
business we
business
do.
we
We
do. We
invite people
invite
to
people to
network
network
and help
and
each
help
other
each
and
other and
collaborate
collaborate
in the
in the
business
business
to know
to
each
know
other.
each other.
And that's
And
how I
that's how
met
I
her.
met
She
her.
came
She
to
came to
our
our
events a
events
few
a few
times.
times.
I go to
I
her
go to her
events,
events.
and that's how
That's
we
how we
collaborate.
do. All right, let's.
Well, like they
Well, like
said, my
it's
name is Daisy, but
Daisy,
people
but
know
people
me
know me
as a
as a
problem
problem
solver.
solver.
I have
I have
experience in
experience in
finding pain
finding pain
points in
points in
businesses,
businesses,
brands,
brands,
and
and
develop
develop
ways
ways
to
to
become
become
reputable.
reputable.
And
And
the
the
money is just
money
a
is just
side
a side
effect.
effect.
I've
I've
worked,
worked,
my
my
resume is about
resume is about
60
60
pages long.
pages
I've worked
long. I
with the
work with the
NBA,
NBA,
Major
Major
Leagues,
Leagues,
reality
reality
TV,
TV,
music
music
production.
production.
I'm on
I'm on
radio.
radio.
I
I
also
also
have a
have a
multipreneur. I own four
multiple
businesses.
businesses.
One is in
One is in
Opalaka. We
Oaxaca,
do auto
auto
restoration
restoration
on
on
vintage
vintage
cars.
cars.
I
I
worked one on one
one
as an
is an
image,
image,
beauty, and
beauty,
brand
and brand
consultant
consultant
for
for
larger
larger
corporations like
corporations like
Burger
Burger
King and
King and
Popeye's
Popeye's
Chicken,
Chicken,
etc.
etc.
I have a
I have a
medical
medical
background that I
background
no
that I
longer
no longer
operate in,
operate
but
in, but
I
I
use a lot of
use a
core
lot of core
values that I
values that I
learned in
learned
that
in that
world
world
to
to
apply it
apply
into
it into
business
business
today.
today.
And I'm
And I'm
working on
working
a
on a
professional and
professional and
creative
creative
space for
space for
freelancers and
freelancers and
entrepreneurs
entrepreneurs
to do
to do
business and
business and
thrive,
thrive,
make
make
money,
money,
and have
and
a
have a
more
more
affordable
affordable
overhead
overhead
if they
if
do
they
not
do
need a
not need a
permanent brick and
permanent brick and
mortar.
mortar.
So I am
So
the
I am the
WeWorks that
WeWorks
works
that
for
works for
everyone
everyone
else.
else.
And
And
that's pretty
that's
much
pretty
the
much the
gist of
gist
what I
of what
do.
I
I
do.
don't
I
do
don't do
one
one
thing,
thing.
I do
I do
anything that's
anything that's
necessary for
necessary for
people
people
to
to
make
make
money.
money. That's a
Awesome, awesome.
Uh, On reality
reality
television, you
television,
mean?
you mean?
I worked
I worked
on
on
multiple
multiple
platforms with
platforms with
VH1 and
VH1 and
MTV.
MTV.
I was an
I was an
image and
image and
beauty
beauty
consultant or
consultant or
hands on
hands-on
behind the
behind the
scenes
scenes
doing
doing
wardrobe,
wardrobe,
hair,
hair,
makeup.
makeup.
I
I
also
also
plugged in
plugged in
people with
people with
other
other
professionals that
professionals
may
that may
have
have
needed some
needed
kind
some
of
kind of
sponsorships or
sponsorships or
branding
branding
behind the
behind the
scenes.
scenes.
I
I
pivoted
pivoted
after
after
COVID
COVID
and I
and I
decided to go
decided to go
independent
independent
and not
and not
only
only
operate
operate
within one of
within
my
one of my
skills
skills
because
because
beauty is
beauty
just
is
one of
just
my
one of my
talents.
talents.
So I decided I didn't want to just be known for that industry and became more of a multi-entrepreneur and became a little bit more open to supporting others instead of myself. And I realized that my wealth came from my relationships. So now I'm pivoting in business because I feel the world has changed after COVID, and I just like to find the pain points in individuals, brands, or businesses and develop ways that they can acknowledge their strengths and weaknesses and how I can give them the tools to become more successful in our community. Unless you're an e-commerce business where you're selling things online, then your relationships at home are the tangible income, right? Because you need a tangible client. You're not sending something abroad. You need people right here, maybe in Dade, Broward, or Palm Beach. So I work one-on-one with businesses or individuals to find ways to make them more reputable and recognizable. And in turn, what happens is it's only natural to now get the referral because networking should be a lifestyle, not a gimmick.
I
A 100%. I believe so.
I think we're developing a lifestyle, interactive conversation, co-created television shows, as we build relationships through a creative process of education. Why do you think people like to come into the studio? Why, I want to thank Alana, Lisa, and coming in. I want to thank Juan and Daisy, and of course, Zoe. Every week we grow. Why?
Absolutely.
Why?
Number
Number
one,
one,
it's
it's
I think
I
it's
think it's
number
number
one. I
one.
think it's
I think it's
energy
energy
and who you
and
want
who
to
you
shake
want to shake
hand with.
hand with.
We discuss that
Discuss
all the
that all
time. Like
like
Daisy this
Daisy.
morning, I
I
appreciate her.
appreciate
She
her. She
invited us to
invited us to
BNI
BNI
this
this
morning.
morning.
I was
I
in
was in
BNI this morning,
morning.
and that's they have a
They have a
different
different energy
energy as
as
that
that
in
in
Parkland.
Parkland.
It's
It's
I've
I've
been
been
the best
the
20
best
years
20
in
years
different
in
BNI,
BNI.
and I think
I
that's
think that's
one
one
of
of
the
the
few
few
they have
they
good
have good
energy,
energy,
and that's
and
what
that's
we
what we
create in
create
here.
in here.
Good
Good
energy,
energy,
it's
it's
kill
skill
everybody, and
everybody and
consistency.
consistency.
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk about
consistency.
consistency.
What's the
What's the
difference?
difference?
McDonald's,
McDonald's,
Burger King, Starbucks.
Starbucks.
They don't
They
just
don't
sell you
just sell you
coffee,
coffee.
they
They
didn't
didn't
sell
sell
you
you
hamburgers,
hamburgers.
didn't sell
Didn't
you
sell you
chicken,
chicken.
they sell
They
you
sell you
consistency.
consistency.
If you go
If
to
you go to
McDonald's
McDonald's
here, or
here,
McDonald's in New
McDonald's in New
York,
York,
or
or
McDonald's
McDonald's
in
in
China,
China,
you're gonna
you're
have
gonna
the
have the
same
same
hamburger.
hamburger.
And that's
And
what
that's
we
what
need
we
to
need
build.
to build.
Consistency with
Consistency with
people
people
is very
is very
important.
important.
Consistency to
Consistency
show
to show
up
up
is very
is very
important.
important.
Consistency in
Consistency in
business and
business and
follow
follow
up
up
is very
is very
important.
important.
And these
And
little
these little
things,
things,
a lot of
a lot of
people
people
have to
have to
create
create
within
within
themselves.
themselves.
And that's
And
what
that's what
we looking for.
looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
we're
what we're
doing.
doing.
And that's
And
what
that's
we
what
have
we
to
have to
celebrate.
celebrate.
Consistency,
Consistency,
show
show
up,
up,
and
and
follow up.
follow up.
Consistency,
Consistency,
show up,
show
and
up,
follow
and
up.
follow up.
Write these
Write
guys
these guys
down.
down.
Because
Because
sometimes we say
we say
it, but we don't
but
do
we
it.
don't do it.
Sometimes we do things
and
and we don't realize, hey, I want my goals, I want money. I always talk to Mike. People want to go to heaven, but they don't want to die. Explain that to me. You know what I mean? Like, people want money, but they're not willing to work. People want to reach from A to B, but they don't want to ride. I don't know. Really, that's what is going on in this. People want things, but they're not taking even the first step. We're talking yesterday about pivoting. Pivot, for God's sake. Pivot one little thing at a time. You don't have to, hey, we're talking about brushing your teeth, right? We were kids, what happened? Our parents go around and say, hey, Daisy, Blanca, go brush your teeth. Mary Angeline, go brush your teeth. In 21 days, you wake up while you sleep, you're going to brush your teeth. You like it or not. We build as a human being to adapt to anything we have our mindset to it, no matter what. That's how we're going to build. And how? Consistency. You're following up. That comes out from consistency. How many people goes and network every day? Great. Did you follow up with half of the people you talked to? Absolutely not. And that's what we're happening. We're not following up enough. And I always talk about it. 10-3-1. What's 10-3-1? I learned that through the life, the past 4 years. You talk to 10 people, guys. Literally talk to 10 people. You're gonna be interested in you. You're gonna recruit one or sell one. In any business, and that's really a formula you wanna use. No matter what you go and where you go. People say, I talked to 2 people. Great. What's the result? Zero. And that's what we do. You need to talk to 10 people. 3 interested, you're gonna close one. I guarantee you that. If not, talk to me, I'll close it for you. I have no problem with that. But that's what we need to do. People say, I do marketing. Great. We have AI marketing, we have AI follow-up, we have AI. But people still need to shake hands. And that's why we create a love life. You come in, sit down, shake hands, be in the Zoom. Show up. I'm in the Zoom, but guess what? I don't see your face. Doesn't mean that's a Zoom. You're not even focusing. You will be cooking or sleeping, and I have a Zoom, but because I want to show up in the Zoom. Be honest with yourself, guys. Be honest with yourself. I want to be in the Zoom. Yeah, great. My phone in the Zoom, but I'm listening to crap what's happening out there. Because what? It's not that important. You want to be very important for everything you do.
I love that. Are there any questions from the audience or comments on Zohair's law of being present, law being consistent? Anyone have any questions in the audience? Questions from the audience. Remember the law of the question. Lisa Hoffman, you gotta have a question. I know you have a question. What is it? Come on.
Don't be shy.
Get involved in the conversation. Let's go. Give me ask Zohair something. Gigi. Come on, you gotta engage. That's part of the law of connection. If we don't ask questions, we don't connect.
100%.
And I was watching Gary Vee. I watch Gary Vee every day. Raise your hand if you watch Gary Vee on YouTube.
Sometimes.
All right, you gotta watch Gary Vee every single day. Okay. Like literally every morning and every night. His 2 number 1 laws of life for this. Number one, you gotta post social media across all channels. All. The TikTok, the LinkedIn, the Instagram, the Facebook, the Snapchat, the Twitter, and there's one more, but whatever they are.
Snapchat.
Number 2, he loves Q&A content.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm encouraging you guys. Daisy, can you ask Zohair a question?
He's amazing, by the way.
Hi, Z.
How are you, my love?
Having a great day.
Amazing.
You're the best breakfast date I've had.
Yeah, the best breakfast with about what, 40 people were there?
I would say it was roughly 50 because you have to put in consideration the host. So, Z, here's a question. Since we've met, have you had any value from our connection?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, we do. We collaborate with each other. Daisy is a big asset in our network event. We're gonna work together for a lot of different things. She knows things I don't know, and I know things she doesn't know. By the way, she didn't mention one thing also. She has another business, guys, which is an mention for you. Maybe slip, but she also hosts, stories for vehicles and big cars, and she has a big lot. If you want monthly, weekly, daily, whatever it is, she has that. And then commercial vehicles. A lot of people, they don't want to have their commercial vehicle in their neighborhoods. Guess what? Daisy has a solution for you guys. And that's how we connect.
Now ask you a question.
Daisy, since I met you, basically, we flip that. How much value you got from me? How much knowledge I gave you?
So as far as value, I can appreciate your transparency. I love that we have similar moral compass. you care a lot about your family, and I feel like our family is our first business, it's our first ministry. So hearing you speak about your sons and even how you've decorated their room and how it's important, and you've talked to me about your wife and how you're culturally diverse because she's Hispanic. So those are things I pay attention. I don't really hold people accountable to everything because I feel like we're constantly evolving. But just on the short time that we've known each other, I love that you're culturally diverse. I feel like if you're in South Florida, it's really essential in business because if you're not culturally diverse and willing to understand other cultures, then you take the risk of offending people, and people only do business with people they like and trust. So I think that that's a really great asset that you hold, that you don't maybe not even do it intentionally. It might just be, it comes from a very genuine place, so I can appreciate that. And I love to hear you talk with other people. You're really passionate about what you do. So I think no matter what industry you decide to focus on as time progresses, you're going to always be successful because you do it from a very genuine and passionate place.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have 2 minutes for Holly.
Well, Daisy said she want to answer this. Maybe I can give her the microphone and then I can elaborate on that.
So I just want to clarify the question. She is starting a new venture in business, and she's trying to build a team. That's what I got from the question. I'm just trying to like narrow it down. So let's just be 100% transparent. And this is just from a place of constructive criticism, but also using critical thinking skills. Would you hire a personal trainer that's fat? No. Would you hire an unkept beautician? No. So really the key answer for you right now would be not building a team, but are you a reflection of the team that you want to build? So what receipts can you show someone that makes them want to buy you? You are the product. So if you have personally not grown yourself to a specific place in business, you are not going to grow a team unless they have Down syndrome. Because anyone with a critical thinking ability is going to see it for what it is, and they're going to discredit you. So Number one, build yourself and build your reputation, build your brand, and build receipts so that when someone asks you, why would I want to do this? For example, I helped a business that was $60,000 in debt. I can show receipts and say, in the first 5 months, I took them out of a delinquent status. In 2 months, we started paying overhead, and by the end of the year, we turned 6 figures. So I think for you to build a team, number one, you're going to need the data to show why people want to join your team.
So I love that. I think that's
great to start. And yeah, lead by example. That's number one, guys. People gonna copy successful people. People gonna, I want to set you as an example. When you ever work in a restaurant, never work as a waitress or anything. What they do every restaurant, you shadow with another waitress, and that's how you're gonna start. You want to grow your business. Who you see as an example in your business successful. Maybe you want to copy them for a little bit. Maybe you want to shadow them for a little bit. You see them how they build a team, how you bring people in their inventory. And by doing that, that's number one. You want to have inventory. Because not everybody, I always talk about that with Blanca, I talk about that with Mike Alpha Connection. You want to find out your rabbits. not your rocks. And that's what it is. The rabbit who's gonna run with you. The rabbit who wanna say, hey, so and so, I'm successful. I'm making six figures or seven figures, whatever your team you want them to make. That and a lot of times I talk to my wife about it. Show me what you do, I show you who you are. They want to see what you do. Blanca mentioned one thing for one of our colleagues. He said, show me your clients, what you did for them. And if you cannot produce that for yourself, your credibility is zero. Excuse my French, but your credibility, shit. But I don't want to say that in public, but that's the reality. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the reality. We're not supposed to say this on TV, by the way. Yeah, no F words. But anyway, that's the number one. A lot of people say, I'm shy, I'm this. They say this. You product of the product. You go out. Whatever you do, I don't know if you're selling a hamburger. You know how many people selling hamburgers? What makes you different? I talk about this today in B&I. Everybody had small people and stuff. Why make you different? You're selling air conditioning, or you as a trainer. While you go to the gym, you have a 20, 30 trainer. What make you different to choose you from these people? And that's what you want. Why are you choosing Blanca as a lawyer? Number one, 30 years of knowledge. Number two, she have over 200 lawyers she can sit you with. She has powerful personality, and she can present you. That's why I love. How many cases you have? How many done you there? Show me. And that's what people are looking for. You know what I mean? I've been in my business, for example, 40 years. I do network, I build hospitals and clinics. They all over. Sanitas, Florida, all over. GenCare, all over. Gulliver School, Fisher Island, all over. And that's what guys you wanna look. Credibility gonna put you above the map. And after that, people see who you are, then gonna join your team. Even without asking. Oh, what you do? Oh, that's what we do. Boom, 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 boom. How come coming in? You wanna do yourself, basically, your image for people just to join you. And that's what's important. And be transparent. It's very important.
I think that's phenomenal by Daisy and Zohair. First of all, just being around Zohair has changed my entire business. Because Zohair and Mike have a lot of people that are part of their tribe. Like Juan, that are in the studio now, like Angelique. When you start creating a community around you, that's when everything will change. If those who go to community, it takes slower, but we're gonna rise much stronger. We need the foundation. Lisa, if you struggle with social media, we can help you with that. Laws of Life does have a media arm. We have a wonderful person on our team that teaches you how to do automated social media. There's a lot of great apps that can help automate. So you can have a regular Zoom conversation or do a show like we're doing a podcast or webcast and then flip it up and that becomes messaging about what your vision is about wellness. Lisa also asked, can we do a wellness in the studio? The answer is yes. And if you go to my Instagram, instead of just casually meeting with me, we talk about how to do that.
Absolutely. Actually, we create a lot. Daisy, the same thing. We create a lot of events. Alpha Connect and I, basically as a team, we create over 700 events, guys, in our lifetime. We do events every week, basically. We do mastermind. We do help other people to promote their events. Of course, everything has a cost. What do you want to be? You want to be like, you want to buy the Rolls Royce, or you want to buy the Toyota, or you want to buy the Yugo. You want Bailey's shoes, or Kenneth Cole, or Gucci. That's how things work in life. He said, oh, but I don't want to pay. You're not going to get nothing. And that's what people say, like, oh, it's too expensive. What's too expensive for you? You know, I mean, we have in the house Juan sells high-end mattresses. Guess what? He has the only client. People didn't stop buying Rolls Royce. They didn't stop buying Mercedes because it's too expensive. People didn't stop buying. Okay, that's another one. Absolutely. People stop. Exactly. And that's what you want to look for. I mean, if you see value, I said, okay, you know what? I'm not expert in this. Give it to the expert. And that's what it is. Imagine, like, I don't want to become a lawyer. I know about law, but guess what? I rather give the lawyer the money, and I know 100% he's gonna win. Blanca is an amazing lawyer. Hey, look, Blanca, take care of this. She make it happen. And whatever is the cost is. And that's what it is. Oh, you want network. You want cameras. You want access control. That. I've been doing that for 40 years. Me and my team, we can help you out. You want AI marketing. We have that in-house. We have everything in-house to help you to win.
All right, so the teen asked.
$100%.
Get into the bigger room, get into the right room. If you don't have the money to pay in the room, then you have to get the money. You have to get the money to grow your business. And it starts with credit. And Zoe here is part. Tell them about how they can improve their credit.
Well, we start with the platform. Basically, it's Momentum, and that platform is work with AI. Remember the old days, guys, to repair credit, you need a lawyer or whatever CBA to start writing letters to this bureau and so forth. We eliminate that. AI technology actually present that for you, and it become affordable. We can repair your credit with AI technology, basically through Momentum Network, and that's present you and follow up 90 days money back guarantee. That's how I'm sure what we can do, and we can do it. And I seen a lot of testimonial, like I said before, experienced people who does it and taking over. AI gonna take over all your businesses, guys. You need to jump on it. Even say, oh, I'm scared of AI. Today, like, what's scary? Tell me why you scared of. It's not gonna eliminate your job if you know how to work it. You're gonna use AI to help you to move faster and forward. I don't know about ChatGPT. Guess what? In the old days, lawyer, doctors, that you have to go in the books. In my time, 84, 85. I used to go microfilming for hours and hours to find the data. Now guess what? ChatGPT. I need to know about law. Da, 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 da. And you need to know how to ask the question even. And you collaborate on that. And that's help you. And not to scare you. That's to save you time. You know? Time, trust me. You cannot buy it back. I wish I can. And that's very important. You know, people say, time. I don't have time. That's why you gotta create time. I show you how to create time. And that's what it is. I was talking to Blanca this morning. We talked about a program, how to teach 300 people in a few minutes. You know, it's WhatsApp, right? They create a program, of course. Guess what? You have to pay for it because the ones who created it, they have to get paid. Our studio, the rent is not cheap. Blanca's time not cheap. My time is not cheap. Guess what? You're gonna get nuggets. Why you pay $10,000 to Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins? Why you pay $100,000 to educate yourself? Here, you know, and that's why you're gonna create with us a value. You know, we have Alpha Connection. We have over 100,000 shake hands I did in my lifetime. We give you access to that network. We help you to grow. And if you don't see that value, then maybe you want to be the Rock. Talk about, like, hey, I'm okay. I'm in my GOB. Okay, just over broke. What I call it. I believe so too.
They're going to be 10x in a year because you really can't put a value on what it means that I walk in the studio and I see here, Juan is here. Hey, let's get Juan on stage for a few minutes. No one? You don't want to? What's the problem, Juan?
It's okay.
Don't you know the law on the microphone when someone hands it to you?
I'm shy.
Okay.
Shy. That's okay. You know.
What do you want people to know about your business?
Why not? Yes.
Yeah, you always talk about it. You always network about it. I know, by the way.
Are incredible. Everybody give it up for Daisy. Let's switch places. Angeline, let's take the stage. Get up there, girl. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Angeline, I would like you to tell us. Angeline's our Director of Customer Service and Project Management, and she is an amazing woman.
I need that.
She has become an incredibly good friend of mine, and she's practicing her on-camera skills every day. So, Angeline, tell everybody about you, what you do, and let's hear your pitch.
60 seconds.
Okay.
Who are you? What you do, and what you're looking for.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So I'm Angeli.
La, 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 la.
La 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 la. I'm Angeli. I'm a business matchmaker, and I'm partners with Blanca, Loss of Life, Z Financial Group, and Alpha Connect. And I'm here to connect people. I'm the middle person. So you come to me to get to them, and I'm just here to serve, to help you grow your business, and see who I can connect you with in our network.
Give it up for Angie.
All right.
So hold on. So this is a really good venue also for you to practice our content creation skills. So like Lisa Hoffman, if you're in the area, come to the studio. You can practice your pitch. We have a photo studio here. We have a full professional camera set up here. We're only 3 blocks from the Hard Rock. If you're on Zoom, you can also practice your pitch. Okay, that's what we've been doing for 5 years at the Laws of Life. Can anyone throw a question for me at Angelique? We gotta practice
Yes.
answering questions and directly answering the question.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, who has a question for Angelique? Daisy? Let's go. Give her a question.
So you said you're the middle person.
Yes.
It's a liaison. So you are the person in between two other people.
Yes.
So as the liaison for this corporation, what do you picture the next 90 days will offer. You, where is your game?
That's a good question.
Oh,
That's good.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. That's a good
That's a
question.
good question.
Repeat the question to the audience.
As the liaison
As the liaison
in the next 90
in the
days,
next 90 days,
what do you feel the benefits are going to be for your personal development?
what do I feel like the benefits are going to be for my personal development? So for me, I think just connecting with people, because it also helps me to know what I want and get to know myself more and see how I can serve and where I best fit. And where I see myself in the next 90 days is just being the connector and being able to serve in any area that I can. And
I love that.
Second guess yourself.
okay,
That's it.
period.
The producer and the actor.
So let me just tell you this. I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of you for putting yourself out there. That's what this platform is about. It's about practice. It's about getting ready. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. Let's fall off 1,000 times. It doesn't matter.
And I say that all the time.
You do.
Just saying it's hard
Don't-
to hear, so speak up.
Oh, what, can you hear me now? Raise the volume. What matters? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is I'm proud of Angelique for practicing. We're practicing our content creation. Do you understand we're going into $1 billion industry now? That if you're not on social media, you will not get a slice of that $1 billion pie. If you are not posting to all 7 platforms, you are not getting a slice of that pie. If you are not having, but there has to be value. What we have here is extremely special because I'm mentoring you. You know that, right? You're helping me. We're helping each other. Daisy is mentoring you in this conversation. She's telling you know what? Instead of the word middleman, let's use the word liaison. Sounds better. Has a more sophisticated tonality to it. So we can practice our phraseology. We can practice our fashion. We can practice our suits. We can practice our posture. You need to sit up straighter. Yeah. Exactly. And it's what I call the art of art. Let me just tell you this. As I filmed reality for 3 weeks and stuff, I have learned the art of artificial posture. Posture says a lot about you. And I look at people's posture now. Your posture is amazing. Zohair, you're on your game. Daisy's posture is outstanding. Juan,
He's freezing.
Juanito, you're cold. Tu say frío. All right. So what I'm saying, guys, this is not your typical community. We are different. We've been doing this for 9 years, but now it's only getting better because we have the studio, we have the equipment, and we can just keep practicing and having great conversations. But just remember, when I give you an opportunity to ask a question, ask a question. Just have fun with it. Because when you asked Angelique a question, Daisy, ask her another question. Give us another hardball. Come on.
Give her another hard one.
Give her a question.
Be hard.
I'm just teasing you. There is no hard question. You can answer everything, honey. All right, go ahead.
Fail, it's okay. Get up fast.
Give Angelique a hard question. Challenge us. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna help you. I'm on your team.
What is an error you've made that you've already...
Speak louder.
What is an error you have made in the last 90 days that you're aware of? And how are you trying to fix it?
What is an error you have made in the last 90 days, and how are you going to fix it?
I love it. I love it.
Okay. Definitely saying no to speaking and putting myself out there. And how I'm gonna fix it is just not thinking about it and just getting not thinking about it and just saying yes and doing it. Like earlier, it made me think about the conference and the meeting that we just came from. I
Just
didn't
for
even
the
know.
share.
I didn't even know I was going to like
Present?
or even be in person. Like they just threw me in the front of the group,
That's how it is.
and I was just like, whoa. And so many people came up to me after, like, oh, you sounded so good. They didn't even know what I was going through, how nervous that it was my first time doing that. And it was just like, whoa, okay. So I'm like, I just have to say yes and just push through. And that's why I go back to just showing up. And that's what I just try to say to myself. Just show up. I don't care if I'm in a bad mood. I don't feel good. Listen, show up and just try to be myself. And tomorrow's another day.
I'd love to piggyback off the showing up part.
All right.
What's your favorite AI tool?
Wow, that's a hard question. There is
My favorite AI tool is, or just in case people can't get it.
my favorite AI tools. There's out there a lot of them, guys. We start with ChatGPT. ChatGPT, it's been for the past 40 years. If nobody knows, it's been out there for the past 40 years. Was only for the government and access for the government. They just give us that chance to use it. But you wanna pay for it. Again, we come back to the pay. If you're not paying for ChatGPT, you're just gonna get a glimpse out of it. Trust me, guys. It was a game changer. The minute you pay for something, it's gonna change your game. That's how reality is. You know what I mean? That's number one. Also, we use caption for your Instagram. Wealthy Vibe here, teach me and show me how one of our partners show me how to use it. And guess what? Blanca said it. You need to post. If you're not posting 7 times a day, you're not even doing it right. And that's another thing. That's 2 things I always focus on.
Okay.
Whose phone is it?
No problem. I'm just gonna reconnect one of our cameras to the Zoom. Stand by for 1 second, guys.
Hold on. If you can hear us.
Not me.
Recording in progress.
You're a beautiful woman. What's the problem?
He's shy like a Juan.
All right. So.
And that's number 1 and number 2 for Instagram. Also, I talk about texting. There is a program, SWA WhatsApp. I'm gonna give it to you. It's a secret. It's a secret that it's not a secret really. If you search, even yourself, you ask ChatGPT, because ChatGPT actually study whatever you give him information, guys. It'll study it, analyze you, and without you knowing. You ask him a question, it'll give you the right answer for yourself. And say, what's the best program for my business? Or what's the best idea for my business to do so? And it's gonna give you for you to choose and try. It's great. I don't like the word try, but you try until you die. I say it all the time. You just do it and fail and do it again until you find what's the best niche and what's the best program for you. I guess we drop.
Any more questions?
From the, any more questions from the Zoom audience? We're so here. We have 5 minutes till noon. Any more questions? We go as long as we need to go.
Okay.
Are there any other questions for anyone has from the live audience?
I think we're gonna have one.
I had a question. So you mentioned before. Oh, shit.
Sit next to Zohar while you ask the question. Move that one.
I can't
Okay,
see.
yeah, you two switch, please.
No, switching over there.
All right, Juan, come to the.
Yeah, I'm
Juan,
serious.
turn.
Sit down.
Okay.
Go. Speak loud and proud.
So my question was, you were saying before about how to connect and how to make sure that you get the most. But how do you make sure that you do go to the right circles? How do you make sure that you're in the right groups and your right events to make sure you are maximizing and connecting with the right people?
That's amazing, Juan. Since I know you amazing connectors, and I know you go to a lot of events. And the idea for you said it yourself. You said I'm shy, and that's one point. You take it, put it in your space. You cannot, when you go to a network event, you cannot be shy. You cannot. That's what it is. You know, like if you shy, you're not gonna win. You cannot be shy. You wanna go shake hands, and so people wanna talk about themselves, ask him questions. A lot of people want to talk about themselves. And the minute you get involved, I'm shy, but I'm going to ask a question. You're going to answer. The same people are going to do the same thing.
I'd love to add to that.
Huh?
I'd love to add to that because I talked about that this morning. If you let me.
Absolutely.
No. Say
I
that.
need you here for another reason. You know, you maximize your network, guys. We do a lot of events. And I go to a lot of events, like every day, maybe sometimes. Yesterday, I went to 2 events.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? I connect with who? The ambassador of Guatemala, ambassador of El Salvador. Why? Because I went and shake hands. And Juan was there. And you want to maximize your people, 7 minutes with everybody. Bum, 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 bum. You get 80% of the people there. After that, if they're interested, you get back to them. If not, you follow up with it. And that's how you're going to maximize your business. Because nobody knows if Juan did high luxury mattresses. If you don't say it out there, I used to hang around with Bill Gates guys in the 90s. And he told me one thing, and one thing only. If you have 10 floors and you decide to open a pizza in the 8th floor, you never market yourself, you never advertise, you never spoke about it. Who gonna buy your pizza? He asked me that question. Guess what? 2 people gonna buy your pizza. The people who see you in and out, because that, and the 2 floor on top of you because they're gonna smell it. That's about it. That's why you wanna go maximize your network. That's why you wanna go maximize the people who you talk. That's
part of, you know, like shy or not, I'll be God.
What I want to say, I want to speak to this topic for a minute. How do you know who to connect with at the right networking event? You have to be extremely clear on your vision. You have to state your vision every morning, every afternoon, and every night. Every person you meet, you tell them your vision. Tell them your vision in a normal way. Like, obviously you're not, you know, like I let people know my vision is to become a famous talk show host. How do you think you could help me achieve that vision? You have to state the vision and you have to ask for help to achieve the vision. People think that they have to be subliminal, that they have to be non-transparent. It's not about selling. It's about helping each other achieve the vision. The grander the vision, the more articulately stated the vision, the higher the probability people will actually, you'll be surprised. You have to believe in the magic of community that people actually want to help you. So it's not about the sale. It's about the vision. So I often suggest getting creative with your vision a little bit and not making it about money. If your only vision is money, then you're not going to get magnetism. The world's not going to be attracted to you. It's okay to want money as a incidental, as a outcome of success. We all have to survive in this world. We have obviously mortgages, car rental expenses, software expenses, AI expenses, consultants, marketing, legal. But people don't want to talk about that when they're out. They want to talk about what drives Juan. So this time, I want the 2 of you to talk like you just met. And I want you to tell Zohair what your vision is.
I guess for me, and I've always, I mean, it's always been the same thing. I basically always wanted to be a pioneer, revolutionary, in whatever industry I'm in. I want to be able to disrupt and change those industries forever and make it better for the people that are the consumers or just basically the industry in general.
What industry?
Well, I'm in several industries. So one of the industries, I'm in the mattress industry. I'm also involved with micro trading. I'm also involved with private equity financing and real estate projects.
here, so I can ask Zohar what he does. You gotta apply the law of the chameleon.
Right.
You can't overwhelm and confuse them with too many visions.
Well, mainly I always focus on the mattress side. So I mean, with the mattress side, we're basically trying to offer, a revolutionary product, a product that's going to change people's lives forever. Well, first of all, I mean, the type of quality, a lot of the materials that we use, the technologies that we incorporated, it's the durability, it's being more green and eco-friendly. It's it's basically having something that's going to be much more supportive and comfortable. And I mean, there's just so many other factors.
I need something creative behind why this mattress is the best mattress in the world. I'm being brutally honest.
Right.
I need you to get me excited about your vision.
Well,
Get me excited.
the factory that we're a part of is pretty much the most advanced manufacturer in the world when it comes to mattresses.
Doesn't get me.
I know.
So
Right.
stop me and tell me why you care about this.
Let me give you a few tips.
Is there a is there a killer attack? Is there
A scientific research for people that can't sleep. I think you need a
It's so much more basic. Yeah, but it's so much more basic than that. Over the last several years, mattresses have gone down dramatically in quality and durability. So what used to last 10, 12, 15 years plus, now you're lucky if you get 2 to 5 years. You've got clients that are already begging for anything that they can get a hold of that's not going to make them have to go back to a store every couple years. We are that solution to so many clients out there. But what I'm just telling you, I mean, it's just facts. I mean, it's not, there's no need to attach a charitable event to it. No, because it's no need. I mean, a client doesn't want to be feeling warm and friendly. They just want to be able to get a good night's sleep. No, but I'm just saying, look, I mean, it's a frustration. You get, it's somebody like that has cancer, and all of a sudden you gave them a cure. They don't care that you donated money to something else. All they want to do is be able to say, I can go home. I don't have cancer anymore. Or I can basically, if you got people, you don't put the importance on how critical sleep is for so many people. I mean, there's people that, the stress, the health, all the other factors. So finally we're giving, right, but I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, we're giving them finally a solution in a river, in a lake that never gave them a solution in the last 10, 15 years.
Guess what? Now you're speaking from the heart.
Right.
Okay?
especially it depends. But let's Zohar.
Yeah.
Zohar to make a comment.
The comment is for him actually because, like you said, he's selling. You want to give them the benefit. Why our mattress give you a night's sleep to rest to produce. You're gonna
give them the part of their health. For God's sake, we sleep 1/3 of our life. You know what I mean? And that's what we're gonna do. Why your mattress is better than others? Because it's guarantee you're gonna have a better sleeping. It's guarantee you're gonna have better. The more you sleep better, the better you produce better. And that's part of the things.
Let me add, one of the weird things about my particular industry, if you're talking about a car, let's say you get a Porsche, it's because of performance. You get a Mercedes because of luxury. If you get a Honda minivan, it's because of comfort. With ours in particular, there's so many different benefits, so many different ways that for every person, something different resonates. So you're saying don't sell, but the fact is that we have so much to offer in so many different ways that what might be important for you is I just want something that's green and eco-friendly. I don't want to have to be, exposed to a bunch of toxins or chemicals. The other one is like, I'm just sick and tired of something falling apart every couple of years. For another person, they might be saying, it's like, look, I just want something that's free of fire retardants or, chemicals. For somebody else, they're like, I just need something that's super firm. So every single person has a different need, which with other products, it's a bit different because it might just be one thing.
Company?
Yeah,
How long have you owned the company for?
for about 11 years.
All right. Well, you're obviously very articulate about your product. Ask me, how do I know what to mean? The answer is every person is a bridge to a connection.
Right.
So if you can find the magnetic quality that they're going to relate to, you have to read the person you're speaking to.
And that's what I was gonna say. One of the key things that I always try to do is before I even start talking about, what I'm doing,
Yeah,
I try to listen to what their situation. I might go into briefly, but I try to feel what are the pain points. Once you learn the pain points, then you can
100%.
direct the conversation.
they're not always gonna be willing
To give you that.
But that's why you gotta make sure you ask the right question.
But you also have to be careful that you're just creating the relationship first. The trust, before people are gonna be willing to be cross-examined, they wanna know that they can trust you.
Right.
Like, the question I asked you today, Zohair, and the question I asked you when I first met you are different questions because there's trust now. Right?
100%.
But I would say keep focusing on being a magnet and building the trust. Now, another great way to build trust with people is to invite them to an event. And that's why I tell people to use the Laws of Life Zoom as an event. You meet someone Thursdays and Fridays, invite them into the Tuesday Zoom. Invite them into the Tuesday talk show. Invite them into the Thursday talk show. Invite them to a Momentum Financial event. Invite them to an. All right, it's 12:07. Any questions? No. Any questions? Any questions from the audience?
Anybody want to sleep better?
Remember, when you're also Angeline.
I'm glad I showed up. And
Okay.
I'm glad I showed up, and I'm very grateful that we're building a great team, and we just need to keep pushing and building and connecting.
I love it. Well, everybody, let's give Zohair a huge round of applause.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Applause in business. We're gonna keep.
Absolutely.
Really. More interact. People. And I want to.
Comments, guys, I need to write it down. Be out there, shake more hands, and that's going to get you to the next step and pivot. Don't be lazy about it. Don't be like, oh, I cannot make it. Because one thing, guys, your bill always going to come, shine or rain, holidays, no matter what. You want to go there and hustle. Always, like I said, we are hustling here. And that's what it is. You want to write it down, guys. Go out there, shake more hands. Find out who's the event. The nearest for you, that's a small pivot. The near one to you, oh, it's too far, too distant. Start with the close one, the local one. You don't know who you're going to meet. And that's what you want to do. That's my advice for the day, guys. And it used to.
Tuesday as well.